YouTube? Kai's dad here. More recently, Kai has been into cars and interested in driving cars, interested all about cars. So we've been doing a lot of car stuff. One thing that he really has been interested into is car video game racing. And I'm excited about that because it kind of opens a gateway for him to enjoy automobiles and video games and learn about the video games. So more recently, I have been looking into what they call as sim rigs. I guess they're called. Not so familiar with them, but I did do some research on them, and I found one that somebody's selling, which I am going to go pick up, along with another person selling a steering wheel. Now, the criteria for me was to try and find one that was sort of foldable, compact, when it's not in use, so it doesn't take up my whole living room, because that's a big one for me, using up all the space in my house just to have a sim racing sort of rig that you use every once in a while. Now, it's not a super fancy one, but it is nice, and I'm pretty happy about it. I'm buying these from the secondhand marketplace because I just don't know enough about them to buy a full rig, but this one seems pretty good. It's made by a company called Next Level, and it's called a GT Lite Pro, which is nice as far as I'm concerned. And the person that's selling it is a little bit far away, but worth the drive, because a new one cost around $400, I think, and I'm gonna pick it up for around $200, so that's about half price, and it looks to be in good shape. All the pieces are there. The original owners, they didn't buy it from somebody else who lost some pieces along the way, and so on and so forth. They have all the manuals and everything, so I'm excited about this. And the steering wheel I'm buying is a Logitech G923, I think, which is the PlayStation version and PC version of the Logitech steering wheel, and it's the newest one out at the moment. And I guess they just decided that it wasn't for them. I'm gonna go pick up these two things from both places because Kai's birthday's coming up, and I'm pretty excited about giving this to him because it's something he asked for. Yeah, I mean, you know, every once in a while, I try and find things on the marketplace when I can, because it just makes sense to me to go pick up that stuff, especially when I don't know the outcome of it. I don't know if Kai's gonna be super thrilled to play it forever, and I don't know if he's even gonna like it, but he's excited about this moment in time, and I do try and pursue some of the things that he's excited about for the things that he can do. And enjoy the moment, enjoy the memories, make the memories, and record them and share them with all you guys. So that's where I'm going this morning early and picking this stuff up, because later today we're gonna go out and take him to do some Pokemon Going. So check out the KD Gaming 5150 channel for the Pokemon Going, because it's Pokemon Go Tour Global right now, and there's a lot of Pokemon to be had. But for right now, we're on our way to pick up some cool steering wheels and sim rig parts or setups. So you guys will get there. I'll show you guys what we're getting. I just arrived at the person's house. I'm not gonna record at their house because I don't feel like that's appropriate, but I'll show you guys what it is that we got once I get it. We're picking up the wheel here. All right, YouTube, we got it. It looks pretty good. The guy was very nice, very pleasant. I love it with those transactions when people have great communication and they're very pleasant, especially when it comes to the marketplace, because sometimes you just never know what you're gonna get, and you don't want to get yourself into a sticky situation. But this was great. Met him at his house, had a it was a very nice home. And here it is. There's the pedals. They're a little dusty, a little dirty. He had it kind of just sitting around. He only played it for like 6 hours, but they look pretty great. They're not like all worn out. The pad's not all worn out. You know, all the cables are there. I'll wipe it up and clean it up nicely. And then this one here, look at this. Here's the steering wheel. Looks good. You know, I can't really test it or anything, but everything looks good. And it's the PlayStation version because it has the XO and triangle and square. So make sure you get the PlayStation version if you have a PlayStation or a PC. And if you have an Xbox, this won't work for you. And if you have a PlayStation, the Xbox won't work for you. So there are two different versions of this steering wheel. I think that's the difference between the G29 and the G92 or 29 and versus the Xbox version is the G920, I think it is. And this is the 923 or something like that. But the 923 is the one you want for PlayStation or PC. And the other one is for Xbox and PC. I guess you can possibly use vice versa if you get some kind of adapter afterwards, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get the native one for what we're using on, which is PlayStation. So this is exciting. I can't wait to show it to Kai. Well, I can't wait to give it to Kai for his birthday. I might give it to him early because it is summertime and he'll have more opportunities to play it now versus when he has to go to school. So we'll see. I don't know. But it would be nice to surprise him on his birthday with the rig all set up in the morning when he wakes up. I don't know. Either day. Well, anyways, we got to go pick up the other part, which is the rig piece, the seat and everything. Hopefully it fits in the trunk. I never really actually thought about that. I took the small car because it gets a good gas mileage and everything. And it's good for commuting. Let's get on to the next piece. YouTube, I just got to the next place where I'm meeting this other person for the sort of seat setup rig part. So we're gonna go grab that and then we are going to hopefully have a nice sim rig for Kai, my boy, to play on. And I'm not gonna lie, I might try it out too. Okay, we got it all loaded up in here. It barely fit, which is crazy. Check this out. I got it all loaded up in here in the little i3 and it barely fit. It's like touching the ceiling here and it had to take the cover off, but it fit. There it is, the GT Lite Pro. Oh, it looks so good. Seller was super nice, so that made the transaction nice. Helped me load it and everything, explained a few things to me about it, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm very excited to give this to Kai in the future for his birthday. I'm very excited about that. I gotta figure out how it all works. I'm gonna clean it all up and everything to make sure that you know, it looks presentable and get everything all set up. So hopefully he enjoys it. I'm excited about this, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited that we get to play with all this stuff and we get to experience these things. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on the channel when we set all this up.